Hi, are you feeling burned out and exhausted? Well, welcome to the lake for Recharge and Thrive, reclaim your energy and well being. I'm Coach John, founder of LeaderSupportCircle.com. So glad you're here. We're here to build better leaders for a better world. So I recognize that a lot of you are working hard. If you're watching this live, it's the holiday weekend. If you're not, you may still be in the middle of whatever it is that you do for your livelihood, for your life, and that you probably are bringing a lot to your role. You're probably feeling a lot of demand in your position, or feeling a lot of challenge, a lot of stress, and those things can be limits to you achieving success. So this is a proactive opportunity to really dive into your well-being, think about what's going on in your situation and how you can make some changes to make things healthier for you in your situation. So it's really normal to feel stressed, to feel burned out. Even the most successful people experience stress, and it's a natural response to high demands, to wanting to do well. So this is about optimizing your energy and your effectiveness, not about feeling like you're a failure or feeling like you have weaknesses that you have to admit to. It's not what it's about. It's about how can we learn from the situation, maximize our energy, maximize our effectiveness holistically in a way that feels energizing and healthy. So I want to share with you in a little bit here my Shield Success System. It's a tool for sustaining long-term success and resilience. So resilience, let's dive into that. It's a key factor to sustaining high performance over time, whether high performance is in your role as a parent, in your role as an organizer, in your role with a company, or maybe just living your life in general. Resilience is an important factor for taking care of yourself and doing well over time. So with this coaching workshop, I want to provide some strategies to maintain and build your resilience. I want to help you excel in whatever it is you're doing without compromising your health. So the primary goal in this is reducing your stress, reclaiming your energy, and leading you to better physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. The Shield Success System that I have is a framework for achieving those goals I just mentioned. It's practical, it's actionable, and so will this coaching workshop. I'm going to give you tools you can immediately implement to live the life you want. So key takeaways: you'll have a clear vision of what you want your life to look like, a deep understanding of the motivations and how you can fuel those actions, practical strategies for setting goals and maintaining focus, techniques for building momentum and staying motivated through small victories, and setting up daily habits for self-care that will help sustain you, your energy, and your well-being. Stay tuned at the end for some additional benefits, a way to gain community, gain support, and gain additional opportunities for your personal and professional growth. So let's dive in. Let's take the field and make an impact. Let's talk about burnout and its impact. Burnout is a state of emotional and physical and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. It can manifest in various ways in your work, in your relationships, in your personal well-being. And it's something that I think a lot of people experience, yet maybe don't know how to deal with it. Common signs you might look for are chronic fatigue, irritability, lack of motivation, feeling helpless, feeling detached. Now, there's normal stress and there's burnout, and it's important to recognize the early warning signs I just mentioned of burnout. So I want you to take a moment and reflect on your own experiences and identify any symptoms you might be experiencing. Just take a moment to pause, close your eyes, see if you can recognize those, or maybe you already know that and that's why you're here. So chronic stress affects the body, affects the mind, affects the immune system, your sleep patterns, your mental clarity, your emotional health. And there are long-term consequences of unmanaged stress, such as the risk of heart disease, depression, anxiety. So it's important to address stress before it escalates to burnout. It's a common issue, especially if you have high standards or hold yourself to high achievement. And it often affects those who are most driven, most committed, because they're striving for excellence. They really want to do well. So when we address these early, we prevent it from becoming a more significant issue, and that'll help you stay on top of your game. So think about your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being over the last 6 weeks. And give yourself a moment to rank that from a scale of 1 being the worst to 10 being the best. And it's not about judging yourself, it's about what is the current situation? Where am I at? And with that, where your scores are low, you can use the Shield Success System in a moment to make some adjustments, and where things are high, you can use the Shield Success System to help maintain those. So just honestly let yourself know where you're at, 1 to 10, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Okay, now that you've done that, we're going to look at ways to manage your stress effectively, which will give you greater clarity, better decision making, more sustainable success. And this has helped me in my life. I've been in situations where I was needing mental health days away from the job, where 60-hour work weeks were a light load compared to the other weeks, or even with a more reasonable work week, but still feeling like just having too much on my plate and feeling like getting stressed, getting strained, getting burned out. So seeking support, using strategies like my Shield Success System, these are a sign of strength, not of weakness. We're meant to do things in community, so asking for help, using support like I'm going to offer today, it's strength, not weakness. You can confidentially reach out to me later if you want some additional support. So know that I can explore these concepts with you without judgment, with a caring, kind, listening ear to help you on your journey. So again, if you want more, I'll offer up some opportunities later in this coaching workshop. Okay, so let's dive into the Shield Success System. This, again, I believe will help you on your journey as you seek to reduce your stress and reclaim your energy. If you're watching this live, reclaiming it on this holiday weekend, and if you aren't watching it live, it's still always a great time to reduce your stress and reclaim your energy. There are 5 key components. There's your dream blueprint, your why, your focus, small wins, and self-care 365. Your dream blueprint is a clear, compelling vision for the type of life you want to live. I recommend writing this out by hand and use the replay opportunity you have with this video to really dive into this, to really take a moment, pause, write out your vision, and then play the rest of the video. And there'll be multiple steps here along the way where you can do that. So each step of the Shield Success System, pause the video, take time to write down for that part of the Shield Success System, and then listen to the rest of the video. So for this dream blueprint, I recommend writing it down by hand at first, and then you can rewrite it later or transfer it later to a different format. So write down the type of life you want to live, and you might focus on mentally, what that looks like mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You might write what your ideal looks like, as well as what your worst case scenario looks like. Sometimes people need that worst case scenario to help them really think about what their ideal situation will look like. A minimum to write here, even if you can't think of the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual pieces, think about what would make your life fun and enjoyable that you can start living into today, and what's a way you can give back or start exploring how you can give back that you can start today. The more you write this as a journey that you live out over the course of time, rather than a milestone you hit at some point in the future, the happier you'll be, the less stressed you'll be about this aspect of your life. So make this about a journey that you're starting today, starting right now, right here with this video, and that you'll continue to let it grow and help it blossom over time. And if you want to share your vision, your dream blueprint in the comments, I'd love to hear it. But in any case, write it down for yourself with pen and paper, and then transfer it to something else later. Okay, step number 2 is your why. Your why really helps you stay motivated and on track with what you're trying to achieve. To help you find this, use your pen and paper again, and then you can transfer it to a different format later. Write out how your life will be better the more you live into your vision, and how the world will be better the more you live into your vision. If you want to go deeper with this, ask yourself why as many as 5 times for each question. So give yourself the answer to the question, ask yourself why, answer it, ask yourself why again, up to 5 times. And the more you're able to do that, the deeper understanding you'll have. It's okay if you can't do that right now. Just stick to the how will your life be better and how will the world be better. Just answer that to the best of your ability. If you're just getting started with this, maybe you know very little about it for now, and that's okay. Just write what you know. As you have more chance to think about this, you can come back to these questions and add more later. Again, use the power of pausing this video to help you dive into this part of the Shield Success System and then restart it for the rest later. Okay, step 3 is your focus. This is where you start setting goals and prioritizing actions you'll take towards living into your journey that you are crafting for yourself. So there are multiple ways to do this. As a baseline, I often encourage people, set a goal each month. And if you're part of our Leader Support Circle, which is free by the way, you'll get a prompt on the 26th of each month to start thinking about what's the goal you want to set the next month. And then on the 1st, you get a prompt that helps you state your goal for the month. And you don't have to be a part of our group to do this. Just set your own reminders. So start thinking about the goal you want to hit each month on the 26th for the following month, and then on the 1st, declare it for yourself. Declare it in writing with pen and paper, and you can transfer it to another format later, like posting in our Leader Support Circle group. So pick that goal for the month. This is where you have a set goal, like a milestone goal that you shoot for. And if you don't hit the goal, that's okay. Use a win or learn philosophy. If you win by hitting the goal, you're just that much farther into developing the life you want to live, helping it grow, helping it blossom. If you didn't hit the goal, well, you've still moved in the direction of living the type of life, following the kind of journey that you want, and you can learn from not hitting the goal about what you might need to do differently. Maybe you need to look at your priorities and see if there's alignment. Maybe you need to make some adjustments in your goal. Maybe you need to make some adjustments in what you are doing with your life. Maybe you realize your values have you picking the wrong goals, and so you maybe need to adjust based on the values you're discovering for yourself. For example, I have a very high value around family, so certain things that aren't related to family don't get done as quickly or as soon as I might otherwise want. And at first I wasn't understanding why I wasn't hitting the goals I wanted until I realized, hey, I'm not setting as much time aside for these goals over here because family is my higher priority, my higher value, and that is where I'm allocating my time. So my time is being allocated toward family. That's the higher priority, that's the higher goal. So in my case, it was working the way I needed to. I just wasn't connected to it yet, wasn't connected yet to the values I was focused on. So use it as a win or learn opportunity. I learned from missing the goals as it turned out were less important than my family goals. So once a week, pick the one thing that's most important towards your goals, which help support your journey, the journey that you want to be on, your dream blueprint. And again, if you're in Leader Support Circle, you'll get these prompts on Sunday to help you pick the one thing you most need to work on towards your dreams, towards your goals. And you can, again, do this on your own. Set a prompt, set a notification on your phone or on your calendar to pick your one thing every Sunday. All right, step 4, sparking small wins. This is how you build momentum. It's building momentum through habits and through community. So small victories is what you want to shoot for here. They help you build momentum. They help you reduce stress. When you can achieve a small win each day, it gives you a big lift in what you're trying to do. That, hey, I made a win today, and another the next day, and another the next day. If you track this, you'll have 30 some wins at least each month to look back on to celebrate. So I have a tracker in my guide that I'll share later where you can write down your wins each day and celebrate those. And if you're part of Leader Support Circle, we celebrate wins every Wednesday. I call Wednesdays Winsdays, Winsdays. And so celebrate your wins when you get them. Physically move for 20 seconds, and that really helps land the win in your system. Celebrate wins every day, even though we have a prompt for it on Leader Support Circle on Wednesdays. Celebrate every win you get, celebrate every day. And so use that tracker in my guide that's free, that I'll share later, to help you really track and celebrate your victories. So let's build to that. How do you build in those wins? Using community and using this technique that I'm about to share. At least Monday through Friday, add 5 minutes in the morning to your routine. Don't shorten your routine that you have right now, unless your routine is already very high performance oriented and you're already doing work towards your dreams and goals. If you're just starting out though, you probably don't have that indicated yet. You probably don't have that built into your schedule yet. So add 5 minutes at the beginning of your day in that schedule. And that is for work towards your dreams and goals. That one thing that you identified is most important. So what's something small you can do in 5 minutes, or what's a step you can take in 5 minutes towards your dreams and goals? Do that every day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at a minimum. You can take the weekends off. That's what I often do. But in any case, at least those 5 days a week really builds a strong foundation for you. To go along with this, I recommend going to bed 5 minutes earlier. That way you're not disrupting your sleep routine as well. You're really just shifting 5 minutes to the beginning of your day to do what's most important. By doing this at the beginning of the day, rather than waiting later in the day, you're more likely to get this action done. You've probably experienced in the past something you were planning to do, hoping to do, meaning to do, and something else happened, and that's real life. Your job comes up with something that's really pressing, your family really needs you. Those legitimate things come up and can get in your way of doing what you want to do if you simply wait till later in the day to work on the most important things in your life. So by doing something right at the beginning of the day, just 5 minutes, you start with a win, which is uplifting, and you get it done, which is uplifting. You're much more likely to get it done when it's at the beginning of your day. So start at the beginning of your day with these 5-minute wins. Another piece of this with 5-minute wins, small wins are key to big victories. That's something I learned in multiple places, including a talk from Kobe Bryant, where he talked about it's not a daily thing that gets you to a win, or over a week or over a month. It's many small victories over a long period of time is where you get the big victories. So follow this example from Kobe Bryant and keep your progress going with multiple wins, multiple small wins over time. Another piece here is having community. Build a community around you, at least 5 people who are really there to support you, who ideally are on the same journey as you, but if nothing else, if they are willing to buy in, if they're excited for you about what you're trying to achieve and can be a good support person, that's someone you want around you, that's someone you want to spend more time with. Also, ideally, find at least one professional guide, someone that has been where you want to be or has techniques to get you where you want to go. Like if you're trying to do something along the lines of health, maybe you'll hire a health coach, or maybe you'll hire a fitness trainer. So think about a professional that can help you on your journey. It's not always a situation that you need to pay for that professional. For example, you get a certain measure of professional support from me in leadersupportcircle.com. So use that as an opportunity to help you on your journey. So these habits and community are so crucial because it's easy to have willpower wear out, wear down, but when you have these habits and you have community, they help you go further than willpower alone. As well as your why, knowing your why that we mentioned earlier, helps you go farther than your willpower alone. So these are all key components to help you really develop the kind of life that you want to live. Okay, so the next step is self-care 365. This is something to do every day, not just 5 days a week like in the last step, but every day. Start with picking 3 to 5 things that bring you joy, that rejuvenate you, that bring you energy, and add 5 minutes in your morning 7 days a week. So Monday through Friday, you're up to 10 minutes extra that you're adding on, and Saturday and Sunday, it's 5 minutes that you're adding on. This additional 5 minutes we're talking about now is for self-care. Doing this first thing in the morning fuels your tank, brings you energy, and helps you start your day on the right foot. Then later in the day, if something is challenging, something is stressful, and you need a pick-me-up, you can do one of these 3 to 5 things to help mitigate the stress that comes with that challenge in the middle of your day. Look for things like movement and things that get you outdoors as power moves to really help you. And if you can do both at once, it's really going to go far in terms of helping you with stress management and energy management. So those are the 5 key steps of the SHIELD success system: your dream blueprint or your vision, your why, or you might call it your purpose, your focus, your sparking small wins, which includes the daily habit of action as well as building a strong community around you. And finally, step 5, self-care 365, taking care of yourself every day, both proactively and reactively. So I hope you have really enjoyed this and see where you have something that you can take away. I'd love for you to jump into the comments and share one thing that you love, that you're taking away, that you're ready to implement right here, right now. And remember, you've already started the journey by diving into this coaching workshop. So I promised some ways to get more support, get farther with what you're trying to do. So let's dive into those. Number 1, there's Leader Support Circle. This is a free group that I'm hosting on Facebook. Go to leadersupportcircle.com and you'll get prompts like the ones I mentioned here, a supportive community. So if you can't find people on your own that are helping you, or maybe you just need to supplement the 5 people that are going to help you on your journey, you can likely find them at leadersupportcircle.com, plus the free measure of professional support that you'll get from me as a licensed coach, and other resources that I haven't mentioned, including multiple recordings that we have of coaching workshops like this one. There's over 40 right now, I believe, that are part of the library of support for you. So if nothing else, join us at leadersupportcircle.com to keep getting support on your journey. That's number 1. Number 2 is a free self-care guide that I recently released. Go to bit.ly/selfcarehappy, bit.ly/selfcarehappy. It doesn't matter the punctuation, it should all go through to the free self-care guide. It's a bonus when you sign up for my mailing list. And my mailing list is full of great resources that I think will help you on your journey. I don't sell my mailing list. It's just between me and you, your information you share there, and I will just use it to share you great resources to support you on your journey. Another guide, another bonus guide on your journey is my system support guide. Go to leadersupportguide.com, leadersupportguide.com, and you will get a guide that parallels the SHIELD success system. It's themed in a way that for a specific situation, but it will still help you on your journey no matter how you're approaching this SHIELD success system. It'll help you walk through the steps and give you support like the wins tracker I talked about earlier, as well as a self-care tracker. So dive into that, get that free support guide, and again, I'll just use that to share different resources that I know will help you on your journey when you submit your email address to get that guide. The last part is diving deeper with me. And so I already mentioned the Leader Support Circle. You get to kind of stick your toe in the water, but if you're ready for more, there is a mastermind that I host every week. Well, four times a month we meet as a mastermind. So again, if you want people that are on the same journey, this is where you really pick up some great people that are on the same journey, as well as you'll dive deeper with professional support. So now you're not just sticking your toe in the water, you're starting to wade in, you're starting to splash around and start getting your feet wet and really start making some movement. So leader support, this mastermind for Leader Support Circle meets 4 times a month. And so if you want that, send me an email at info@coachjohn.help and let me know you want more about the mastermind. Also, to dive deeper, I've got Power Hour coaching sessions. You can get one at a time, or you can get a package and make some savings. Um, when you're doing the Power Hour coaching sessions, that's one-on-one support. So now you're going even further, even deeper than just the mastermind coaching. Now you're getting that personalized one-on-one coaching where I can really tailor things to your situation. So again, email me at info@coachjohn.help if you want that even deeper support. Ask me about the coaching sessions. So the Leader Support Circle is a great if you're just curious, if you're just getting started, if you just want to stick your toe in the water. The mastermind is great if you want to start walking in, wading in, getting a little bit deeper. And if you really want to take a deep dive, talk about the coaching sessions. Email me at info@coachjohn.help for more on any of those. So that's all I have for you today. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well and at peace. This is Coach John rooting for you as you follow your heart, live your best life, and change the world. Have a great day, friends.